feel a bit far away from you. I'm gonna get a stool. Right, I don't even want to make this artsy or anything like that, but I am a YouTuber, so I'm going to make it artsy and stuff, and So yeah, as you can tell by the title, this is a live update, which I think is a long overdue. A lot of people who, like, see me on TikTok these days are like, oh my god, you're my childhood, I used to watch you, what are you doing now? Are you still doing this? Are you still doing that? Blah, like, asking me about stuff, which is obviously, like, going to be a thing if you haven't seen me in 5 years and you want to know what I'm doing. Like, at the same time, I didn't know if to film this video because there's not much that has actually changed in my life. Like, so much has changed, but also so little hasn't. I'm still in the same place as I was, and this is the thing I sort of want to talk about. This is kind of me sort of venting to a camera, which is what I used a lot of the time. I had lots of energy inside of me and I put it onto a camera, and then people watched that online. That's how I started. I had energy, I wanted to make people laugh, and that's how I did it. And you know, it's been a while since I've sat down with a camera and talked to it, and as corny as it sounds, the camera has been legit my best friend for 15 plus years, and I know that sounds so stupid, but when I refer to the camera, I mean the people obviously sitting at home. That actually hit me a bit in emotions there. This isn't a very emotional video, by the way, at all. This is like just a life update. So I wrote down a few little things on a piece of paper, things which I want to talk about on camera. Not necessarily just life updates, just updates in general and how I'm feeling and stuff, because I am now 26 years old. So I'm gonna do this in, like, if you guys have been following me from the beginning and still are around me, you know all this, so it won't be that much new. Like, if you watch me on streams and stuff, I open up about this stuff quite a lot of the time. This is more for the people who haven't seen me in a while. I'm sort of addressing where I am in life. So yeah, as you know, I'm still in my bedroom. I'm still in the same place, and a lot of people always ask me, like, are you still living with your parents? Are you still in the same house? Have you found someone yet? Blah, blah, blah. And yes, I'm still living with my parents. Yes, I'm 26. A lot of people are like, but I think that is so much more normalized these days. I saw a TikTok the other day of this guy being like, it's gonna be the new thing. People are gonna be living with their parents. You either need to find someone else to live with or live with your parents. You can't live alone unless you have someone who's helping you to live alone, or if you have a really good job. It's a lot harder, okay? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's a lot harder. And one of the things that I've always said is that I don't want to live alone. I'm a person who needs background noise. I'm a person that needs to be around people, not necessarily in my space. I love my own company, but I love just hearing people in the background in the kitchen. I don't want to live alone. I know that I would go very, very sad if I was living alone. Like, there is no way. So I've always had the idea of I will find someone and then move out, get a job and live with them. But the problem is finding someone. And obviously I could get a roommate, but it's finding someone that I actually get along with. A lot of people that I'm around I can spend a few hours with, but living with someone is different than being friends with someone. Does that make sense? So I'm sort of stuck in that position, and I'm very grateful to actually get along with my parents. Like, I love my parents. They leave me alone. I have my office downstairs, I have my room here, I hardly see them. We have dinner together, you know, like we leave each other alone. It's a really good roommate to have, in a sense, and it doesn't cost as much to live out and live alone. Like, obviously I pay my parents rent and stuff, but it's just so much easier, like, especially if I get along with them, why would I not? So yeah, that is the clear up about that. A lot of people also ask me, do I still do this as a job? Do I still do YouTube? And yes, I do. It's obviously not making as much as it used to do. I am legit scraping by. I am earning enough to give rent, buy myself some things, and that's about it. But genuinely, that's all I care about. Yes, I don't have loads of excess money, but if I can still do this full time, which is probably more part-time now, which I'll probably get a part-time job as well. I'd rather work 2 part-time jobs. I would take doing this over than being sad and making a lot of money. That's always been my drive. Like, I've never had a drive for money ever in anything I do. I want to try and do this as long as I can and as long as it's feasible. Like, obviously if I meet someone and move out, I'm gonna have to get a full-time job and stuff like that, but right now I'm in the position of where I just want to continue trying to be creative in any way I can. My battery's about to run out. That is so sad. Now, this is me opening up a little bit. I have always felt like I've lived my life in reverse. A lot of people work their whole life to get their dream job and have that motivational thing down the line. And me getting my dream job at the age of 15 has actually been very difficult. And I know that sounds stupid. Obviously it wasn't difficult at the time, but now it is, because what do I want to do next? I wanted to work my whole life to become a YouTuber, and it ended up happening quicker, and like it's all been ticked off, and now I'm like, whatever I do after this isn't going to be as good as this, and that's horrible to live with. And I know it sounds stupid to be complaining about that, and I'm not actually complaining about that, but in my head that's the weird thing I have to come around. Like people are like, what do you want to do next? And I was like, I don't know. So I very much took on the attitude of living every day as it is, and I know it sounds stupid, but my next thought at the age of 26 is I just want a kids and a husband. That is my next like big thing I want out of life. Like that is what I'm looking forward to the most, and I know that sounds so stupid when I haven't got, like, I need to do the stepping stones to do that. I'm gonna change my camera battery quickly. There you go, you're fully charged now. Do you feel better? So where was I? Yeah, and I had this realization like a week ago that I would genuinely be a lot more happier if less people asked me if I'm okay. And I know that sounds really stupid, but like the amount of people that judge what other people are doing in life and whatnot, and like be like, oh well, you need to think about your future, you need to do this, and I'm just like, leave me the hell alone. Like I'm just doing what I want to do every day. Like I know you want to look out for me and stuff, but just like I'm having, like, the most important thing to me is living like each day and just having a good time. We're bloody human beings on this planet, and you know, life is legit too short. Like I know other people live in different ways, but I was happy before people started judging me and asking me, you know? There's too many people saying about like living with your parents, you need to get a job, you need to get money, like the normal route of life. And over the last couple of years I've been listening to it, and I'm just like, actually, do you know what? Like people told me like years ago I needed to go, you know, do this and do that, and I didn't, and I did this, and I was so much more happier. And like, I know people have different things in life, and like people like are motivated by money, and if you are motivated by money, that is absolutely fine. I would much rather be, you know, have the excess time to spend the extra 50 quid that I've got a month on something and having a good time with it. I'm lucky enough to be in a situation of where I get along and I have a roof over my head and I can do this and stuff like that. I know, leave me alone, you know? Stop judging my life. I've never judged anyone else's life. Like genuinely, I've never ever judged anyone else's life. So it's weird when people come and do that to me so much. It's so weird, especially people that have no idea online. Like that is weird. But yeah, a lot of people ask me what's my passions at the moment and stuff like that, and honestly it's just being creative in any way. Like I'm making art on Etsy, I'm writing music, which I know sounds weird, but I have no musical bones in my body, but writing down stuff and trying to do it is exciting to me. Making videos, I do a lot of streaming, obviously. One thing that I'm struggling a bit where I want to take my like creative side is that I'm very much like, you know me, I'm a very dark art skull gothic person who like creepy things and all that sort of stuff, and then I'm also this bright bubbly chicken nugget baked bean lover. Like I have two different, like, I don't know what the word is for this, styles. And like so many times I want to take my streams and my videos to like a gothic sort of horror side, and then I'm also like, but I'm bubbling, blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, like I'm stuck between that and the creative side, and that's really frustrating me at the moment. And I know that sounds really stupid to be frustrated about, but that's kind of how my headspace is at the moment. I don't know whether to take my content, which way I want to take it, and that's for streams and videos. This past year I've been very into psychology and stuff like that. Like I think especially when I was like going through my like ADHD diagnosis and stuff, and before that I've always been fascinated by people's minds and the way people think and stuff. Like back when I had people telling me about anxiety and depression and I couldn't relate in any way because I obviously was on cloud 9 doing my thing, and now I can relate to everyone who's felt anxiety and depressed because I've had those stages, and I can relate to you now. And I was fascinated with the whole brain and how it works. I'm fascinated how my brain works. I'm legit sat here and I do this. I sit here and I start speaking and I'm like, I'm looking at that right now. I'm looking at that window. This is me legit living in the moment, looking at that window. Just do what you bloody want to do. And I know that sounds really weird, but like that's like hurts my brain in a weird way. Brains are weird. I am me, one freaking shot. If you're sat there at home right now feeling any sort of way, just do what you want to do, honestly. You need to stop worrying about other people and just live in the moment, honestly. And yeah, to expand on like the anxiety and depression, because a lot of people are like, what, you felt like that? Like, how could I? And I was like, yeah, if I can, anyone can. Like, it's normalized, you know. And I think a lot of mine came from being so up on a high to then everything going down and not feeling like my content is me. Like the whole Bakey is me, and not taking that personally when it starts to drop off is the hardest thing. When, you know, your money and your views go down and you just like, it sounds weird, but it feels so personal. And the anxiety and the stress levels was like, I filmed videos just for fun at the start, and then people started liking them, and I had to keep topping the next one, and I ended up leaving 2 weeks between videos because I had to try and get a better video than the last one, and I was so stressed about that. The same with my streams, like I did streams of where I was like, oh my god, I got to top that last stream because I filled a ball pit up and did snorkeling in it and stuff like that. Like, I did extreme things, and I was like, I can't top that. And the same happened in my videos. I just ended up leaving it a month apart because I was like, I can't top my last one. And that was really bad anxiety at that point of like, I want to do better, and yeah, I couldn't, and just honestly burnt out in so many ways. I feel like a lot of the depression came also with like passion. I always need something to be passionate about, and not having my next dream or my next thing because I was so focused on YouTube is very difficult. Like, if I was like, okay, tomorrow I want to be a firefighter, I would do everything, it would consume my whole brain, and I would go for it. But not having that is difficult. And like, obviously, like I said, the next thing I want is to be a mother. I want to have a big family and stuff. Also, the last year or so, and I know it sounds stupid, but anyone who's been in this position who knows about the L word, love, it has consumed my last year way too much. I experienced the L word for the first time about a year ago, and it consumed my everyday. I didn't realise how powerful this was. I was always like, why do people have movies and songs about this? Like, I could never relate. I never felt those emotions, but it is the most powerful thing in the bloody world. I love it and I hate it, and it consumed me. Like, I genuinely I didn't put as much. Before, I was a very like selfish person. I was very much focused on myself, and then I had someone else to think about that I genuinely just couldn't do my content as much as I did. Like, being a content creator is a very selfish thing. Past relationships I gave up on because I wanted to do more YouTube. I wanted to sit at home, I wanted to make content. I didn't want to think about someone else, and now I think about other people, you know? And I know it sounds stupid, but that's generally like being like a big distraction to me, but like in a good way as well. Like, I've felt the best I've ever felt, and also like the lowest I've ever felt because of the stupid thing that we call love. As well, I should say this whilst I'm doing a video like this, Harry Potter, obviously I've done like 2 videos saying about it, but I still get the comments and stuff. I'm gonna be very quick, a little 20 seconds. I love Harry Potter in my heart. I love it so much, but I got burnt out by it, talking about it every day, having my room consumed by it, it becoming my job. Everywhere I go, it was Harry Potter, Harry Potter. I just got burnt out by it, it was everywhere. And now I love it because it's just here and there, and I get reminded of Harry Potter and the world and the books, and it's so much, I'm in a better place with Harry Potter now. So yeah, that's it, to be blunt, honestly. I did everything that I could content-wise around Harry Potter. There was nothing there left for me. I put a cap on it, honestly. So yeah, I needed to say that during this video because I know a lot of people will be asking in the comments. So what I'm doing right now, for a little update in life, I'm trying to film videos when I can. I'm very stuck on what I want to film video ideas wise. Like I said, I want to go and try and do like ghost videos and stuff, but I know a lot of people do that. I want to do vlogs about my life. I'm a little bit stuck where I want to go with my YouTube content, if I'm being honest. My streaming, I'm doing that 3 times a week. I want to do it more often because I do love video games. I'm very passionate about video games. I love the live comments of people talking to me and bouncing off the comments live right there. I'm doing filming TikToks, I'm doing Etsy, making artwork and stuff like that. I want to do some digital stuff as well. I love editing. I don't film enough videos to get my editing itch, so if anybody wants to hit me up, if they want any videos edited for a little small price, then hit me up. or anything streaming wise. Like I do have a lot of creative skills which I want to work on a bit more, but I know like the field is very busy at the moment. But if you want a personal experience, then I can offer you that. And I have a lot of knowledge and stuff in the arts of social media. I believe that is everything I want to update you guys on. I know it might have came across a bit sad and whatnot. It wasn't meant to be sad. I'm genuinely in a good place right now. I'm genuinely just living my life and taking each day as it comes. I don't want to stress too much about the future, because if I think about the future too much, I'm then stressing twice. I'm stressing now and I'll be stressed in the future. So I'm just doing what makes me happy, and I know as soon as I get that massive spark of passion in something, I'm gonna go for it and consume by it. Like, I work at double speed, you know, like if I decide right now, whoa, I never thought about that, I want to do it, I'm doing that within a week. I'm going for it and putting everything into it. Like, I know that, you know, it doesn't matter about timing, because I will do it double speed, you know. So as soon as I find stuff, I will go for it fully. And that's what's happened, you know. When you guys are asking, where's the YouTube video? I found streaming and consumed my life by streaming. People are like, wait, you're not streaming. I found art and got consumed by art. You know, it's the same as it is. But I've got a streaming schedule that I've stuck to for like 3 years now. Like I'm never late to my streams, which is incredible. Like, I'm late to everything else in life and never stick to a schedule in anything else in life, but streaming. YouTube videos as well. Like, I posted every week for like 6 years. So like, it's incredible for me. Like, I'm good. I love schedules, but also hate schedules, you know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just rambling now. But yeah, that's my little life update. Also, I want to say one more thing. Promise is the last more thing. If you've been here with me for 5 minutes, if you've been here with me for 5 years, honestly, any support in anything, if you support me on my stream, support me on YouTube, on my TikTok, or even liking an Instagram picture, like, that means so much to me. Supporting my art and everything that I love and my creative side means so much to me, and I appreciate you all so much. If you're finding me again, hello, welcome back. If you just popping in, hello. Like, honestly, the fact that I could do this for a job for as long as I could, for 15 years I think it is now, is insane to me. And I am trying to ride it as much as I can. Obviously there will be a point of where I'm like, yep, got to, but I feel like I would always do it, even if it's just spread out a little bit less and I'm not making money from it. I will always be like, hi, Bakey, here's my 12 kids behind me, in a year apart videos. But yeah, I think I'll always be here in some sort of way, or some sort of social media. I love social media. I also hate social media. I'll always be here, and I hope you guys will always be here in some shape or form. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this life update video. And make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos from me. Give it a big thumbs up. This sounds so weird. I'll be around. I'll be on my streams 3 times a week. I'll be on my Discord. I'll be on my Twitter. I'll be on my Instagram. I'll be on my TikTok. I'll be here. Once I find what I want to do with YouTube, trust me, we'll have too many videos that you'll be sick of me again, you know. So don't worry about that. I love you all, and I'll see you very, very soon with another video. Bye.